Alright, so I picked up my brand new X350 John Deere lawnmower with a wagon. And of course the wife already had me doing some seriously strenuous work with it. I ain't got collision on this thing. Watch out for the paint. Hey. Oh, we're good. This is just showing off.
Ready for this?
Yeah, I have my hood up for a reason. It's windy.
A little windy out today. So this is another part of the property that needs a little bit of work. These grapevines have taken over. This part of the fence looks pretty sturdy up until about these parkway signs. So then we start to get a little weirded out because that sign fell over in the winter and it basically smashed our fence. So
Are we gonna have grapes on the vines?
no, these are wild grapes. They're really not great grapes. They're invasives. They're everywhere. This is the stuff that people use. They're very flexible and they like mold them into reeds and things like that. But you know, it's kind of a decent barrier, but it looks awful and I have other ideas. Plus I think exposing the fence will actually make this place a little prettier. So I just like the defined stuff. I know Bryan loves the split rail fence look, or the old farm fence. This is not really a split rail. This is like, I guess, just regular old fencing. I don't know if there's an actual name for it, but I'm sure someone will let me know if there is. But yeah, so we're gonna just try to cut these at ground level and just clean them off the fence. Let's do it. Don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so that way I can clear in there and get those big ones honked out of there. Well, we got 2 panels clean. What do you think of this project?
You got the easy side.
Well, that might be the case. But guess what? It looks way better. And it's actually in really good shape. This looks like a relatively new fence that sort of just never got, you know, mowed under and really maintained. So
They didn't really want to just clean it due to the weeds, so they just like left it.
well, yeah, sometimes it's, you know what? This farm is a lot of upkeep, so I would imagine if you get older in age and you can't really care for it anymore, or you can't afford to have somebody come maintain it, you know, that's what happens. That's why I have kids. So I hope you're ready to maintain every year, Blake.
This fence?
Yeah, the fencing, everything. We have some repairs to make. As a matter of fact, if you look in the far, on that far fence line, there's quite a few rails that are pretty much disconnected and broken at this point. But yeah, but we have to clear everything up first, and then we can kind of see the outline of the fencing and make some decisions. But this was definitely always an eyesore.
This is what I saw when I was cleaning the side. This soil, see how it's, or this ground,
Yeah.
see how it's got all that weeds?
Yeah.
The satisfying removal of all the weeds, this is what it looked like.
I know. It's actually pretty good. We do have to take some of these bigger grapevines, like I gotta cut them back farther, but at least we're cleaning up, and hopefully this is not giving the bunnies a way in, but I have a feeling it will be. But it's fine. One challenge always presents another, I guess. All right, back at it. Boy, I feel like I got grapevines in my hair. Oh, what a mess. My hair and the fence.
So what exit did this idea pop into your head at?
The Rigger Hill exit. I pulled in. I'm like, well, we gotta wait for you anyway, kind of. So I was like, you know what? Let's just see how hard it is to get some vines off the fence.
Well, it's not hard except for the fact this is the only rake we have
Oh, Blake has
because...
the rake.
Oh, all right, good.
We're
Well,
late to the party.
well, hey, can't say that I'm upset about being late to the party.
Oh,
Yeah, so how much fence repair do we have here?
actually, it gets a little shady right here.
Are you sure you're not allergic to this?
Whacked myself in the side of the ear with that fence. Ow, like hard.
This is where you start having vines grow out of your ears.
Ow. Man, I really nailed myself.
Do we know what this is that you're cutting?
Yeah, it's wild grapevine.
Is it poison viney?
Yeah, I hope not.
What is it? Is it grapes?
Wild grapevines.
Wild
Are you gonna
grapevines.
cut again? You want to ask me again?
Well, it is windy. It's kind of hard to hear when you got wind blowing in your ear. All right, well, what do you want me to do?
Whatever you want to. I don't know. Are you going to help us, or are you going to go unload wood?
Well, I'm going to have to do both at some point.
Do what you want then.
I guess if I unload wood, I can nurse it, and then...
Well, we haven't needed your help so far, so.
So, well, hey. Oh, I like that. It's looking good, Blake.
We need your help for the loading on the tarp part.
Well,
No, what we should do, load it in the wagon of the tractor with the trailer, or load it in with the bucket with the big tractor.
Yeah.
you picked the wrong day to wear shorts, Blakester.
She didn't tell me we were doing this, so
I didn't really know.
Well, you should have used it as an excuse to get out of it. I'm surprised you don't have any prickers.
Here.
Yeah, you got a little, you scratched it, that's all.
Ow, now I whacked I feel like I
Yeah.
got a bump.
my leg,
It looks like you got a little pricker hole there.
my leg has a hole.
He missed the bullseye, but he hit the
I
board.
don't know. There might be something in there.
This is where you do turn into poison ivy.
Yeah, I could use a little strength too.
Yeah.
My leg got hit. Because of these sticks. See these sticks that are coming out of the ground? I step and it goes.
I guess if you keep bending over by the road, somebody will stop by thinking you're a damsel in distress to help you finish this. You're going to cause an accident with those jeans on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You might want to get on this side of the fence. All right, buddy. I think I should grab it. You're going to yank it all?
Yep.
Look at this kid. Is he on the payroll now? What's going on with this kid? How come he's such a good worker lately?
I don't hand it to you, but trust me, you are getting paid.
Yeah, you think that hot dog and beans is coming from nowhere tonight?
That's cheating.
That's not what I'm talking about. What's cheating?
Cleaning your thing.
No, it's all dead. It breaks right in half.
Okay, then I'm gonna do
What are we gonna do with all the debris?
Here, no, you whack it back.
Watch out. Where are we gonna put all this stuff?
Wherever you are gonna put it.
Yeah, you didn't think about that.
Here, cut that big one, Blake. What?
it. This is when my baseball skills come in handy.
Yeah. Yeah, cutting might work better than swinging.
Oh.
This is such a nice tree. I don't really know what it is, but it's being overtaken by grapevines. Be gentle. Be gentle.
I'm the grape ape. The grape ape.
Boy, that's stuck in there, huh?
Yeah, how can you be gentle?
Well, I guess yank it good then.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, this vine is growing hair.
there you go.
Very good.
Thank you.
There's a
This
few.
vine is growing hair.
Oh my God, what is happening? Roots. It's growing roots. It looks fuzzy. If Daddy was on this side, he'd say, that looks like your mother's legs.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I know you too well.
This side much more like your legs.
Yeah. Actually, we're getting there. Looking good.
How?
Like every part of this is loaded.
That looks like
This is like the branch of death.
If
a
that
pricker bush on steroids.
If that fell on you, you would probably have to go to the.
Ah!
Yeah, maybe you should keep that for
Maybe
a
you should
secret
not
weapon.
Put it where I'm working.
Yeah, maybe not. But all right, get in there.
No, I'm not getting in there with this thing.
I'm cutting them down so you don't hurt your legs when you get over here.
Well, I have to admit, you guys are definitely making some serious progress here. The fence can breathe finally.
Or fall down. Officially.
It'll probably fall down and then take its last breath, but
This might improve our chances of expanding the parking area.
maybe.
Pull
We'll
this
have
up.
to talk to our buddy Ted.
I don't know. I'm sure we'll have to talk to our buddies to town as well.
Who?
The town.
Yeah.
You're not putting anything that close to the
I
road.
can
But
just put a landing here. I don't have to get town approval for that.
we'll see. I'll be filming the court date, people.
Yeah.
So how far are you going with this? That's a long way.
Go into the sign. I mean, it's all got to be done.
What about the rest of it?
Now? I don't know. What are you asking me
I
for?
don't know.
We're not doing that until later.
This is working till I don't feel like it anymore.
And I'm kind of done. So you
No.
use basic time.
You're on the clock.
Pull this.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. No, you're not getting your paycheck either.
I don't get a paycheck, and if I do, it gets deposited and spent.
My account.
Yeah,
You still have vines in here.
I know, and I'm still working on it.
All right.
All right.
Down.
Thank you.
Down.
Doing good. Or at least
By the
you...
way.
What?
When we contact the town, we can tell them their sign fell over and damaged our fence because this is actually part of the repaired fence, so they can come replace this.
Well, good.
Honestly, we'll be like, and we do have pictures. And how long was that sign down? For like 3 months over the winter.
I'll film that court case as well.
Well, that's not fair that their sign comes down and smashes our fence. So
Well,
we have to put it up again.
there's a lot of things
Wait,
that
you
aren't
put it
fair.
The fence.
Oh,
If the fence wasn't broken, and I mean, the thing is, a lot of the fence looks broken, so they're going to be like, oh. But this part's noticeably, this was put in way after those, because this is in good shape. All the fence posts looks good and all that good stuff.
Hey, see that cracked pole? That can't be caused by the vines.
What? That?
Yeah.
The sign fell.
Yeah, I said that that can't be called by the vine, so that's what we can show.
Well, I can't wait to see you two on the people's court.
I don't know how to run it.
Well, I am going to fuss about it. And
I'm sure you're going to. That should be a great episode.
Yeah.
All right, looks good. You look good. Everything looks good.
I got to go put my foot in somehow. I can't tell. I must be slowing down because I'm cold, and I can't tell if I'm cold from...
Okay, let me do the work.
Well, usually though, your ideas only last about an hour and a half, and then it's on to another one. So you got 15 minutes to get this job done, or it will never be
How
done.
about you stop yapping and help us?
I am.
Well, you don't want that in your brain.
No, you got a serious case of pricker invasion.
Well, we have a serious case of no
A tree
fencing over here, but it
I'm
looks
stuck with a tree pricker.
going to look much better than this garbage.
Is that prickers there?
There
I
it
know
is.
that you have some of the nastiest. Look at the thorns on that thing. It's like a horror movie, folks.
Where's the other set of clippers go? You had them. I need the big long handle pruners. Go get them.
They're up on the tarp.
All right, take a walk.
You take a walk. I just walked down here. All right, folks. They're getting somewhere. Just giving you an update. You looking for these?
Yep. Got a few that are a little too thick for the automatic thing.
What the heck?
It might just do that. Look at the chainsaw. You're going to wreck my pruners. It's really too big for that.
I'll bring down. Oh, who's been drinking on the job?
I'm too young to drink.
Found some liquor on the job.
Oh, really? Thanks for the donation. People suck.
Wasn't you? I thought
Well, but
you.
after this project, I might start.
Ow!
I thought your words were slurring the other day.
Yeah.
Somebody put a dent into the wood.
Great.
It's called a vine.
No, it's a tree. It's only this tree and it's bent.
The good thing is, sort of, about this is everything is so tangled that when you do finally get one, you can get them all.
I'm still trying to figure out where we're going to put it all. We need like a
Need a
spot.
I need a burn fire.
Something.
Where can we burn? We can burn.
Do we have a fire tonight here?
That'd be sweet. We can't burn ban.
Yeah, it's too windy. You can't burn for another month and a half.
We'll have a nice pile though. Community bonfire, folks.
Yeah, this stuff does burn great, but
It's dry and dead.
you're just going to need to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's the question, where? Gonna have to make like a little beaver dam in the middle of the field with all the brush.
It is dead though. Nice and crispy.
Beautiful.
Here it comes. Fence and all.
I don't know. Looks like you got to cut low over here if you're gonna push that thing over.
I ain't pushing it with hands. Blake, here. This is for your clippers. Thank you, so you too. Right there.
Yeah, let's be careful.
As far down as you can, I guess.
Watch out, the birds are circling. They know
It's a hawk. It's one hawk.
you're one pricker bush away
You
from
know your father.
being dinner.
He's trying to be funny.
Always. Life would be
There's-
boring without his dumb jokes.
There's two of them.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. There's one in the distance.
There's two. They're not together though.
Keep moving. The minute you stop moving, they start landing.
Oh, I'm in line with the park right now.
So how are we picking up this stuff? We're just bringing a tarp or something?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, some of it we can just grab and put on the tarp.
It's right by the road. Oh, I got a pricker in my shoe.
Picking up with the clippers because they hurt.
I wonder if we could put a gate here.
Why?
I don't know. It almost looks like you could drive up and down here.
It does not.
Yeah, it does.
If you're drunk and you go off the road,
No, look at that, Blake. What do you think? We could take the truck right down there.
no way, it's wet down there. You'd never get out. What happened?
I was telling your mother we should put a gate here so we can go up and down.
Driveway. Yeah, if you put gravel.
Well,
If you put like concrete or gravel going at an angle, you'll maybe make it up.
I think I'm going to put
You're
you
gonna
in
need a
charge of
big-
drainage.
You're gonna need a heavy duty truck to get up there though.
Yeah,
truck
well,
can't handle
I
it.
have one.
If it can't even move on ice in our driveway on level ground, you're not making it up that.
Let's not get wise just because you have sunglasses on. I still see the fear in your eyes.
That is the biggest. Look at this. Look how thick this vine is. You need a chainsaw for that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
Now I know where all the plants produce.
Yeah, that like is just being taken over, that fence portion right there.
Can you go on the other side?
For what?
Hold this thing.
You ought to be proud of yourself.
I am. That was like not as long of a project as I had anticipated, and now that it's done and it only took 3 hours with like 2.5 people. You were only there for a little bit.
No, I'd say I was there quite a bit. Yeah, it looks good. Gonna have to do some fence work, but that was to be
It
expected.
looks so much better, even with it exposed and kind of leaning at one end, than it does just overgrown and neglected.
Yeah, except now we're gonna have to do the one up there.
Yeah, but that's actually such a shorter distance, and I don't think it's going to be as bad.
So, do you have any plans now that you expose this fence?
Yes, and go home and eat, take a nap.
Well, it looks good, honey. I like it.
You want to? Blake's going to get the tractor
For what?
so we can move this out of the way.
Move what out of the way?
These cement things.
Are you kidding me? Where are they going? You don't know.
Yeah, but I'm going to put it behind here until I do know. But that's kind of an eyesore. It's like,
Do you know how heavy they are?
yeah, I put them there. I put them there with the tractor.
Okay.
When the concrete, as long as you get the concrete in the bucket, I can lift it with the bucket.
All right. And where are you putting it?
Well,
You know,
I was gonna put it on the other side, but that means I gotta go. Like, eventually, I don't know. Where should we put it?
I don't know. We have 20 acres and we haven't found a place to make a dump yet. We need to dig a hole and just start throwing them in where there's
Can we
wetlands.
cut the post off of the concrete?
Yes, but not today.
No. Why
We need
not?
a saw.
You don't have a chainsaw? What would go through that? How do you cut
A
that
saw.
off? I know. Do you have a saw?
Not here.
Yes, you do. There's one right behind you.
It's not. That's a skill saw.
So why can't that just?
Because you can't.
I bet you I can.
And you can end up in the urgent care facility.
From cutting through the post?
Yes, because you're not supposed to use that. It's not thick enough blade. It's not meant to do that. And you're not using it. Sorry.
I want to see that.
It's not meant to do it. Look how deep the blade goes.
Yeah, but why can't you just do half one side and roll it and do the other half?
Because you're not meant to do it that way. That's why.
If that's all we have, then I can do it that way.
No. Because you're not using my tools. to do something wrong.
That's the angle.
It's just not going to work. So
I bet you it will.
I bet you it won't because you're not trying it. That's why.
You want to bet me?
Yeah, I bet it won't work. Oh, that's right. She never.
Well, do we have a
tried
saw
it.
that will do that then?
A regular chainsaw, Shelley.
And where is our chainsaw?
At home.
Is it in working condition?
All I gotta do is put a chain on
So it's not working.
it.
Do you have the chain?
It doesn't take that long. I just have to get a chain. I gotta get the.
Okay,
I gotta
so
get
we
it
have
ready.
A chainsaw without a chain. So you have to go buy the chain and put the
The
chain
chain
on.
is there. I just haven't put it on. Thank God. Saved by the bell.
Hello?
I take back whatever I said about you two guys. You're actually good workers.
We did it. We did it.
Nice job.
We started a project we didn't know we were going to do, and we finished it.
Congratulations.
And you can't wait to come back tomorrow and do the upper fence.
Yeah. Later.